This looks good. Let's touch base again next week.
Sounds good. I can definitely get a draft to you by the end of tomorrow, actually, so, okay. Professor? Can I ask you one last thing? It's about Xander.
Oh no, was it something that he said? He's often misunderstood.
Well, it's just, I've been noticing that he's been staring at me a lot in lab, and it's making me feel a bit uncomfortable.
I'm sure he's just trying to make sure you're using the equipment properly. Is there anything else?
I don't think that's what's happening.
Listen, I don't want you to get behind with your paper. I'll address this later on. Right now I'm buried under these papers.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Hey, I really enjoyed your presentation. Your nanofab techniques are part of the reason why I joined this lab.
Thanks. You're Donica, our new postdoc, right? I've been working on this for the past 3 years. If you'd like, I'd be happy to show you what I've got.
Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, Heather, if you have a couple minutes, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, no problem.
Just give me a second to pull up some of my calculations. It seems like I have an error somewhere.
Story of my life, right?
Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, who is that guy who is sitting in the corner over there? I don't think I've met him yet.
Well, that's Xander. He's our staff scientist.
He made that weird comment about your dress. I wasn't sure if you heard it. Actually, I wasn't sure if anyone heard it. The talk just kept going on like nothing happened.
Well, I heard it. Xander says stuff like that all the time. I usually try to ignore him.
Yeah, Xander's always making those kinds of comments. The longer you're in this lab, the more irritating things you'll hear. I'm pretty sure that Sally also heard that one, but she didn't even look up from her notes.
I even tried talking to her, but at the end, it's just probably not a big deal. He's in charge of all our instruments, and I don't want him to get me into any trouble.
But his comment was really inappropriate. Why hasn't anyone confronted him about this?
There's nothing that we can do. Realistically, Xander does run the lab.
Yeah. I just should have worn something else.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just typical Xander behavior. He once even made a joke to prospective students about needing more women in the lab to clean up glassware. And Sally was there for that. Evan, you were too, right?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh my God, that was pretty classic. Almost like the time when Jay took all the notes for the symposium and Xander took credit for himself.
Yep, thanks, Ronald.
Oh, come on. We backed you up with Professor Jones and told her you took the notes.
Well, I'm glad you all were entertained.
Okay, so I take it no one has complained to her?
No, Donica, that won't do anything. Besides, I don't want her to think that he's distracting me from my research.
I agree with Heather. I tried bringing this up to Sally before as well, and it really doesn't help.
Nothing good would come out of me complaining. Xander's the one who helped me start this project in the first place, and I'd just rather stay on his good side.
Okay, well, if you don't want to talk to Xander or Professor Jones, then maybe there are other people on campus?
It's not going to help. Like I said, I tried, and it doesn't help at all.
But we should at least try. When I was an undergrad, we had a faculty member who apologized for their sexist behavior.
Oh, that would not happen here.
Who else can we go to?
Maybe Sam? Sam used to be in this group and then left and now works in the optical materials group.
Not sure about that. Well, I don't want to bring my problems up to anyone. I'm getting results, and I don't want to stay in grad school any longer than I have to.
And Sam did leave the lab. They also knew that none of this would change. Look, everyone, I have to get back to my work. I'll see you all later.
Just for the record, Jade doesn't know the whole story. That's not exactly what happened.
Hey, Evan. Thanks for coming to my concert.
I didn't even know what a French horn was until I heard you playing it on stage.
It's a great outlet after hours in the basement trying to get my experiment to work.
Nice. Oh wait, speaking of, you never really told me why you left our lab.
I know. Working in the lab was really toxic. I was dreading going in.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It worked out okay. I talked with the Title IX office about how Xander was targeting me with his comments and how uncomfortable he made me feel.
Wow. I know he was a jerk, but sorry he made you feel that way.
Yeah, I had to get out of there.
But his comments didn't really relate to Title IX, right? I mean, it wasn't sexual assault?
No. It wasn't sexual assault. Honestly, I wasn't sure if it was serious enough. But it turns out that Title IX covers gender-based harassment and that kind of stuff. The people were really helpful.
And they investigated it.
Nah, that wasn't what I was looking for at the time. I thought after I left the lab, Xander would just chill out.
Well, that didn't happen. So, how did you end up at your new lab?
The folks at the Title IX office connected me with the grad office, and they helped me relocate to another lab that does really cool research.
I'm really glad it worked out for you.
I'm so much happier now, even when I spend weeks at a time aligning optics.
So you see, Sam didn't just give up and quit. Moving on was actually the best choice for them. I think they were just glad to know that they had options and could choose what was best for them.
Wow. I didn't know this happened to Sam. I'm glad it worked out for them.
What do you want to do, Heather?
I don't want to leave the group like Sam. I love the research I'm doing. I just wish there was a more subtle way to solve this problem.
Well, maybe you could go to the Title IX office and see someone there.
Well, if you don't feel comfortable yet, I know Sam would talk to you about their experiences firsthand.
Maybe I'll try that.
I'm actually just about to have coffee with Sam. Do you want to join us?
Yeah, actually, I'll take you up on that.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Donica. I've been ignoring this for so long, I didn't even realize how much this was bothering me.